Hi there, intrepid viewers. Dr. Lena Rodriguez coming to you live and direct. Now, this is going to be a quick dive because I'm doing a collaboration very shortly. Time magazine, Elon Musk, person of the year. Are they having a joke? Really? What are they thinking? What is their criteria? Elizabeth Warren, during the week, described him as the world's richest freeloader because he grabs every government subsidy for everything. And then, like the best of them, fails to pay tax. He also got fined, I'm not sure if you caught up with this, you might like to check it out, $100 million for a racist workplace. So that's the person of the year. Second only to Bezos and Amazon. And I'm really hoping out of that terrible tornado, there'll be pushback on Jeff Bezos and Amazon. These guys symbolize the worst of the worst. They're looked at as venture capitalists, like they take risks. No, they don't. They use your money and my money to play. And then they treat their workers really badly. And then we have the working poor because of these sort of guys. But I'm not even reading on him. So things are boiling down at Fox. So I'm going to have a quick look at Fox. But what I want to focus on is where the New York charges are at. So let's have a look at Fox. As you all know, Hannity and what's that dreadful creature's name? Laura Ingraham, all their texts, basically, they know he is a lecherous cretin, and they still push that and the big lie, the real big lie. So let's have a look. Fox, what's going to happen? Fox. Let's have a look. Oh. Look, when we know for our better souls, we shouldn't sort of wish ill on people or anything like that. But sometimes when you've got someone like Rupert Murdoch, who has devoted himself to spreading disinformation, he invented disinformation. Now, the death card, if only. But I don't think it's going to be the end of Fox, because his ghastly son, Lachlan, seems to be continuing the tradition. So I don't think it's the end of Fox as an organisation, but it's certainly looking as if the end of its role is going to change. This is quite dramatic here, the death card, in conjunction with the Emperor, which is often my Yeti card. Could be Rupert, could be the Yeti, right? Could be both. You know, Rupert's not young. But I see here, maybe when Rupert floats off the mortal coil, maybe the son will surprise us, but I have no faith in that dynasty, or dynasty as you call it. Underneath, can I make more money? I don't care what the organisation says, just do it energy was underneath it. Now they have to move to a safer place, because I'll read in 1 second whether there'll be actual charges against Fox or members of. They're going to have to change their game. They had a lion's share of the market in that sense. They became symbolic of other sort of right-wing nutcase news outlets, because of course we all know Fox doesn't do news, it does commentary. And they had the lion's share, but now they're going to have to, Temperance, be a bit more moderate and toe the middle line. Does anyone look at Fox? Do we know what they're actually saying at the moment? I'm not sure I could watch them without throwing up. So give me some feedback. I suspect this isn't yet. I think this is in the future. I think they need some legal threats before they're going to move to this, but they're going to have to. Fair and balanced. Yeah, they're as fair and balanced as I am. Yeah, right. Okay, so it'll be a toy fair and balanced, but they're going to have to be a bit more careful than they have been. Okay, so now the juicy one is what is happening. Cy Vance is leaving, the new guy is taking over. Apparently the guy who's taking over, he was the one who actually saw through the case, I think, on Trump University and actually convicted them. So I'm a bit optimistic there. So New York, the tax charges, all of that, they've had a mountain of material. They've had it for a long time. Please, can we see something soon? Can we please? Please, please, please. But let's have a look. The New York charges. The New York charges. I do want to say, while I'm shuffling, Boris Johnson of the UK, I think, is on the skids. I said this more than a year ago when he was still you know, a newbie, that he wouldn't see out his term. So let's hope that happens. I'm not feeling marvellous about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. You know, she's got good lawyers. Oh, I don't trust the system much. I'm sure she'll get something, but okay, New York. Focus, Lena. New York, New York, New York, New York. Oh, I like that. Now, here we go. Here we go. So these are big cards. I've only pulled 5 cards and 3 are major arcana. So that's a tip that this is really important. The world. His financial dealings around the world are going to come into play. His ripping off of people, unfortunately, it's not the ripping off of the small players. This is the world. So it's a global practice. He's not the only nasty, corrupt businessman that's out there. But he was a major player back in the day, Trump. And I think it's his further back stuff that's actually coming into play here. This is going to be quite emotional for the Trumps because, look, the only thing they've got is their stupid name. And when that's mud, they've got nothing. His corrupt offspring have no skills whatsoever because they've never spent an hour in the real world. So this is going to be very emotional for them. The Justice card, I couldn't be more thrilled. It couldn't be more specific. The sword of justice coming through. Now, I'm hovering here with the Magician card because we know he is the Teflon Don. We know he wriggles out of things. So I've got to look for clarifiers on the Magician card here. Oh, I'm just hearing racketeering. Oh, I love that, racketeering. Look, that'll do. Doesn't matter, really. At this stage, does it not, intrepid ones? The Magician card, clarifiers, please. Oh, there's money. Now, the Three of Pentacles, which can be quite nice, it can be group work, cooperative work, or because it's the only card in the tarot deck with dark pentacles, it's very often in these political readings, the money and who is conspiring around the money. For those learning tarot, the Ace of Pentacles can be a great card or can be Fool's Gold. So I think this is what it hinges on, the endless rip-offs for people. In other words, I think the tax stuff will come out and say certain things, but I don't think it's even just his taxes. It's a body of corrupt and pattern of corrupt financial dealings. So I'm going to stick my neck out and say the racketeering, and that will involve the entire family. So, all right, beloved viewers, I'm off to sit in on a session. If you want to see all your other political questions answered and others, straight after you've seen this, go to Hogarth Astrology and you'll find me and Gunga, Lady G on there, and we're doing a live right now in about 7 minutes. Love you and leave you. I'll be back, and hopefully so will you. I love you guys. Love, 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 love.